sky.
Yeah.
This is going to be a steelhead fly that rides upside down.
There. Yeah, it's
This is a size 2 fly. I'm just going to lay down a layer of thread. That's the first thing you do on this line. I'm going to use the beads and the line that's in this one of these bags. All I'm going to do is I'm going to tie this loop on here. Oh, that's 30-pound test.
30? Okay.
That's 30-pound test. I found that to be, for a steelhead fly, just to be about right. And it, if you notice, almost all the flies that I tie, I don't have any material or any thread going back further than the point of the hook for the most part. Some of them go a touch further back, but not much. I just think you tie a better fly when you have something like this. Now they got a whole bunch of new materials that really make tying a real flashy fly real easy. Well, this is called feather fur, and Whitting has this out. Oh, is somebody tying along with me?
I'm trying to tie it.
Well, here, wait a minute. No. Pass down this. No, that's just trash. Here, use this. Pass off. Pass.
Just giving Harold a bad time.
That's right.
I was giving Harold a bad time about having to clean up after me.
You know
Now, what you want to make sure when you tie this stuff on, you want to make sure that this loop, this piece of material will still come forward. Now remember, if anyone wasn't here when I was first talking about this, what got me started on this fly was a guy fishing behind me on the Garcia River and hammering a fish after I'd been through with a long worm. Now I'm going to come in here and I'm going to wrap this in real quick. And this is a fairly new material. This has only been out a year or two. And this is also, I don't know how many of you fish for stripers. And I don't know how many of you fish for stripers in the local lakes like Lake Mendocino or on the Napa River. This is marabou stuff. Grab out 2 of those. Then I'm going to tie this in. This is going to be a bright fly, by the way. And then I'm going to bring this material forward about that far. And then I'm going to palmer this marabou forward. Are you watching what I'm doing, Harold?
Well, I lost. Hang on, I'm trying to get a piece of material here. Okay, I got 2 of those things. We're supposed to tie in 2 of those somehow?
No, one at a time.
One at a time, and we wrap that sparkle around 3 times?
About 3 times.
And then, how much of this are we using?
You're going to use a whole feather each time.
All the way to the eye, huh?
No,
But the whole thing?
the whole thing, I'm only wrapping it, but you see, I also just screwed up on this because I forgot I've got to wrap this on the bottom of the fly. You see this piece that's left over here? I've got this wrapped around here now like a hackle, okay? I've wrapped that marabou around like a hackle. And then I'm going to tie it off on the bottom, on the hook side. There's a reason for that. And I just need to wrap it about twice, maybe 3 times just to secure it in. If it isn't secured with 3 wraps, a guy told me a long time ago it isn't going to hold.
Tie 1 feather in at a time.
1 feather at a time.
Well, you're tying on the bottom?
I'm going to wrap it around and I'm going to take the tips and I'm leaving those on the bottom. You'll see why in a minute. This, again, is a huge mouthful. Remember that. It's a huge mouthful. And then I'm going to take and I'm going to wrap this stuff around twice more with the, as soon as I get the hackles. And I'm actually wrapping it almost on top of itself because I want to leave it loose. just going to get this wrapped on there and tied on.
Towards the front.
3 wraps again.
What are you doing there?
Did you fold that over?
What?
Did you wrap it back and fold it over the pink stuff?
Yeah, I folded the tip back over, under the fly.
So, okay, got it backwards.
You're gonna have to give him a lesson when you get back.
Where do you put the high heel shoes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't need a lot of it because I'm just going to tie off on the very front now. I used a fly similar to this up on the Deschutes this year too. It was good.
Hanging down.
By the way, Charlie has nothing to do in his life but hunt and fish.
Well, I'm retarded. People take special care of me. Especially fishing guides.
Okay, this goes down.
It's gonna look like Carol Channing when you're done.
Okay.
On a
This
bad
fly
hair
looks
day.
like it's had a bad Guinness day.
A bad
Exactly.
what?
A bad Guinness day. You know Guinness beer?
Oh, yeah.
No, I don't know.
That's
what
what's
that
missing, there's no foam.
is. That was my last fish.
And I tied the other feather in, and I only used the tip of it. I didn't use a whole lot of the feather because I didn't have much room left there. But I've got to leave room up the front to tie off the rest of this fly. Because remember, we got a piece of mono sticking out here.
How'd you get all those feathers up to the front?
He bent them over, I guess.
No, I tied just the tip of the second feather in.
Yeah. Mine's gonna be.
That's why I wear my hat backwards.
Okay, where's my? Oh, there it is.
You need more than that.
So where are we? We're putting beads on? I think I was supposed to tie this in somehow.
2. There was a guy in the Bay Area here that tied with these beads on the fly. The first time I saw it, I said, boy, what a great idea. And let me tell you, this works on striper flies, especially shad patterns in the lakes. You can tie the same fly in shad colors for the
Are they
lakes.
supposed to be eyeballs, or are they just there for weight?
No, they're just there to be on the bottom of the fly. And actually what they really do is they really rattle. When you're pulling those through the water, if you're pulling it, you're giving the fly any motion at all, they'll click. And for stripers and black bass on Lake Mendocino, they come looking.
Every time with this one. I'm just adding shit on the ends.
That's all you got to do. Hey, what I tell you earlier, Harold, there's no wrong way. It's a good thing, huh, Harold?
Well,
You could always burn a bump on
there's
the
always a first.
Yeah, you could burn a bump on it. But you know, I've never had one come loose.
Okay, what are we doing?
And
Okay, so have you put the beads in there?
yep,
Is this garbage?
three of them, huh?
Or
that's garbage. That's garbage. I threw it on the floor for Harold to sweep up tomorrow.
Okay, I'll put a.
Now,
That was a 10-minute fly.
yeah, when I'm really tying though, it's a lot faster.
Stretched it out a little bit. Yeah.
You know, and that little bit of flash you can see in there, that does turn them on.